What's up guys, it's Nancy and welcome back to another Football Impact video. And this is what happened to all the weekend's fixtures this weekend in results and performances. Starting off with the Premier League. And the Premier League this weekend, Chelsea beat Tottenham 2-1 in a very, so far, cracking game. It was sensational, it had a lot of goals, it had a lot of incidents, and pretty much a lot of crazy things going on as well. Started off with Chelsea. Chelsea played using the system. They had David Luiz playing as the holding midfield player in this team, so he wasn't playing centre back, he was playing in the defence midfield. A lot of other changes because of the suspensions to Fabregas and Cahill. Tottenham pretty much played through the back, the same system that beat Chelsea last season at White Hart Lane. Now they're playing at Wembley, which everybody's saying it's going to be Wembley, it's not going to help them in terms of performances. But they haven't actually beaten Chelsea at Wembley since they beat them in the League Cup final way back in 2008 was last time Tottenham won a trophy. And the other side, Chelsea got there. They grinded the result out. They got the win. But the player I thought was outstanding for Chelsea in this game was Bakayoko. This is a guy who they signed from Monaco, and yes, Monaco won the league earned title last season. Also got the semi-finals of the Champions League. But he was amazing. He, dictated play. He made some good tackles. He put in some decent passes in. He made Dembele and Eriksen. Well, Eriksen was the standout player yesterday for Tottenham, but he kept Dembele very, very quiet yesterday, and also Dele Alli very quiet yesterday. So he done a really good job especially for his first Premier League game, coming to a big game, playing at Wembley, and also playing as probably the best team in the league in Tottenham. Morata had a decent game. He had squandered a first chance which he should have buried from the header. Should have won them there. Tottenham had a couple of chances. Harry Kane hit again. Can't score in August. Hits the post, and Chelsea scored. First goal, what a goal from Marcus Alonso. This guy has got some techers in terms of putting balls in terms of scoring for set pieces. Sensational. That ball was dead. Boom. Bang in there. Top corner. At least had a chance of saving that one for Sundays. And then that was half time. 1-0. Second half, Tottenham was starting into the game. They made a couple of changes. Brought Son on, who brought something to the game. Eriksen, who was the best player on the pitch, puts in an unbelievable ball. His crosses yesterday was incredible. Puts an unbelievable ball. Bashar, who came off to replace Morata, puts it in his own net, which I actually felt sorry for him because if he didn't get there, Alderweireld would have scored the goal. So 1-1. Then 3 minutes later, or around that, Tottenham, Luis made a stupid error, threw in the ball, and then one of the Tottenham players just single-handedly didn't know what he was doing. His first touch was terrible. He tried to do something, didn't work, and then gives it to Chelsea. Marcus Alonso, who's phenomenal yesterday and deserved man of the match yesterday, just ran through that team, put the ball in. Really should save it. Phenomenal finish. 2-1 Chelsea. If people say that team's out of the title race, fuck all about football, because that is a champion's performance yesterday from Chelsea. And people say Tottenham didn't play well yesterday. Tottenham played really well yesterday. It was just Chelsea were phenomenal. Back to their best. And people say the whole cost situation, it didn't affect them yesterday. Great win for Chelsea. 2-1 win. Tottenham, they need to find results at Wembley, or it's just going to be this is going to be another disappointing season for Tottenham. Manchester United, top of the league, still top of the league. Put 4 past Swansea like they did against West Ham. Same old goal scorers. Lukaku gets his goal, Pogba gets his goal, Martial comes off the bench, scores a goal, and Bailly gets his first goal for Manchester United, which, I'd say they were a better team. Manchester United, you could say the first couple minutes Pogba should have sent off 2 yellow cards. The second one, for me, if you're going to get a yellow card, you're going to give every foul a yellow card. And you have to say, Manchester United, this Man United team looks mean, menacing and mean. Because you look at this team, you think of Matic, Pogba, and you think of Mkhitaryan, you think of Lukaku, you think of the back four, the goalkeeper. The spine of that team looks like a team now. And I know it's only 2 games, but they've put 4 past West Ham and 4 past Swansea. I think they're not really 2 benchmarks because both teams defensively have been shocking. And all those Swansea, first Gylfi Sigurdsson, who's now at Everton, they look fucked. And massive pressure now on Llorente for Swansea. If he doesn't score the goals for Swansea this season, this could be a very difficult season for Swansea, because that team, for me, doesn't look good. It looks like a bunch of players who you're stringing in and they don't know what to do. I mean, Tammy Abraham, he's got something, but for me, the Championship to the Premier League is a massive step. It's huge. The step between the Championship and the Premier League, it's not even a step, bro. It's like comparing a supercar to a normal car. It's not even comparable. But the fact of the matter is, Swansea need to go and bring some players, quality players, to make that team better. And it's going to be a long season for them. Manchester United, best team so far, really impressed me so far, and right now they look the team to beat, and right now look like champions. So Southampton beat West Ham 3-2. All I can say, this game is horrific defending from West Ham, from pretty much all 3 goals. The first goal, literally, one thing you don't do when you put in a ball in, you don't leave Gabardini, who's got, you all know last season he was a good scorer, you don't leave him that much space. He puts it in net 1-0. Then a stupendous red card. I mean, Mark Noble should have been sent off. So should one of the Southampton players. But there's one thing you don't do. You don't physically go in and pass an elbow in someone's neck, for God's sake. And Ananovich just done it. Stupidity. It's just stupidity is the word I would use. He got sent off, turned to 10 men, 2 goals, and then they got Southampton got a penalty. It was a penalty. Font pulled him back, pulled Davis back, 2-0 from Tadic. And then you think 2-0 down, it's going to be a long afternoon. Also a man down, it's going to be a long afternoon for West Ham. Good Gladson, they got a goal back just before half time from Hernandez, the goalkeeper. Fraser Foster should be better. 2-1. Then West Ham got another goal back, again, per goalkeeping and per defending from Southampton's point of view. And then, the last minute of the game, Zabaleta, the most experienced defender in that team, he's won freaking many trophies at Manchester City. He's won 2 Premier League titles, he's won many other cups. Does the stupidest foul I have ever seen. I mean, this is the last minute of the game and you do that. Unbelievable. And Troy Austin, who is a really good player, puts it in the net. 3-2 wins. Southampton did deserve to win, yes, but it's all down to West Ham's errors. You know, a lot of people are saying that Sam is under a bit of pressure, and if they lose next game, he could get the sack. And there's also speculation that they want Sam Allardyce back. Now, you can't tell me, because West Ham's fans hated, they slat saying, oh, we don't want we hate Sam Allardyce's football. Well, he kept us in the league, and I told you, I don't like Sam Allardyce's football, but he keeps us in the league. And they want to be fighting for Europe, and they're spending a lot of money to bring players in. West Ham for me are not right now. Are they out there with the top 7? No. They for me should be looking at 8th, 9th right now, and then kicking on. So because last season I think they finished 11th. So how can you kick from 11th right around the top 7? It's impossible, especially with the point gap they had last season. I think West Ham just need to go back to basics. Need to just get a clean sheet, get some momentum, then push on. Because right now they look horrific as hell. So how we doing for them? Arsenal, same problem. Defensive problems. They lose 1-0 to Stoke. Jesse Rodriguez gets his first ever goal for Stoke City. Made a great debut for him. But Arsenal, they never ever learn from their bloody mistakes. Ever. They're never going to learn. Just look at this Arsenal team. They are playing Monreal at centre back. They're playing Hector Bellerin in his wrong position. And I said from the start of this game, 3 at the back against Stoke City, you're crazy. You're crazy. Why would you be playing 3 at the back against Stoke? It's Stoke, for goodness sake. Why just play 4 at the back? Just have fullbacks going on. You know, then you can have a defenseman. It's all clustered. I'm going to look at this Arsenal team against Stoke and also against Leicester City. They look clustered for me. Aaron Ramsey, who played, he doesn't look like he wants to be at Arsenal. Him and Ozil Ozil looks half interested I've ever seen. Lacazette, who I felt sorry for, had no service in the game, had 1 shot, was in the net, was offside. But just look at this team from Arsenal's point of view. They're never going to learn. They're never going to learn until they freaking sort out the defence. And if you're going to win the Premier League title, or even challenge for the Premier League title, you have to sort that defence out to actually do something with it. Now, they sold Gabriel, who's now at Valencia. Well, then you're going to bring centre backs in, or do something on that team, or change back to 4 at the back or something. If you ain't winning the league, that team, no chance in hell. As for Stoke, great win for them. Marcuse was also under a bit of pressure because the Stoke fans were a little bit frustrated because they always had a bad start to the season. Good win for them, solid win. I thought Zuma was outstanding for them. That's a really good signing from Chelsea on loan. Darren Fletcher was going to be a phenomenal sign for Stoke City. He's got leadership in that team. He's a real. I'm really surprised that West Brom got rid of him, but he's going to be a really good focal point for Stoke. And Hesse Rodriguez, good goal. Looks a decent signing from Stoke. Leicester City beat newly promoted Brighton 2-0 thanks to Odazaki with the goals, and also Harry Maguire gets his first ever goal for Leicester. But then there's one player that for me was outstanding and was phenomenal, and for me has to go to another club to actually, I think he's too good for Leicester now. His name's Morris. I think he's too good for Leicester. He hasn't moved to Roma, but I think if Liverpool are going to sell Coutinho, I think Liverpool should get Morris. Because for me right now, I think he's too good for Leicester. I just feel like he's had his time at Leicester. They won the Champions League, he's won the Premier League title. He's now, for me, too good for Leicester. And I'm going to go Leicester City first. I think for Riyad Mahrez to still be at Leicester, I think it's amazing for you guys. But I just feel like he, for me, is too good for that club. The idea when you're feeling like yourself, you know what, I should be going higher. He should be playing the Champions League. He should be playing with better players, taking on the likes of, Barcelona's, Real Madrid's, the Bayern Munich's in the Champions League. That's how I think how good he could be. So I think he's too good for Leicester. But anyway, Leicester deserved to win. Leicester did deserve to win. Brighton, look, I know it's only after 2 matches, but they need to bring in quality because for me, he didn't play Knockaert in this game, which I was a little bit sort of thinking to myself, he was your best player, the best player in the Championship last season, and you're not playing him. Just see how good he is. Now, he did play in the Premier League. Last time he was in the Premier League for Leicester City, he already played in matches. So, is he a Championship player, or is he just a player, an impact player, or is he not good enough for the Premier League? Could be interesting. But anyway, Brighton, 2 defeats and 2. Leicester get the first win of the season. Leicester looked like a decent team again. Liverpool beat Crystal Palace 1-0. Nothing to say in this game other than Palace had 1 chance with Benteke. The game was shocking, and Manny came up with the goods again. Now everybody's saying he's going to win the PFA Player of the Year this year. It's very early to say, but he looks like the main man for Liverpool again, like he was last season. And for me, this game didn't have anything to it. Crystal Palace, 2 defeats in a row now. There's a lot of speculation. Frank de Boer's under pressure. It's 2 bloody matches. Why does everybody have to get at the bandwagon and get managers sacked? Frank de Boer is taking over a bang average Palace team. And I said this when they got near get relegated. They have to go back to their basics and just get points playing 10 men on the ball and then see where you go from there. Because for me, I know they played 10 men on the ball against Liverpool, and it's when they played the way they played against Huddersfield, they would get smashed. So I just feel like, I know Wolfers has been a massive miss, and he's probably the only good player to have in that team. Benteke, he frustrates me sometimes. Townsend frustrates me sometimes too. And defensively they're all over the place and don't have a good goalkeeper. But for me, I think they probably just have enough to stay up at Palace because of Benteke, but this looks like it's going to be another frustrating season. Huddersfield Town keep winning. What a result they're having so far in the Premier League. 2 wins, 2 clean sheets, 6 points. They're having a marvellous time. They beat Newcastle United 1-0. Perfectly honest, it wasn't a great game. It had actually no quality. And it had one bit of quality in the game from Moore. From Moy, I think his name is. Great finish. Newcastle finish are all over the place. It wasn't a great game. Newcastle had a couple of chances from Hosselu, from Perez. Dwight Gale, who had done nothing this match. Matt Ritchie had a decent attempt from the best chance they had in the match. But Huddersfield been sensational. What a start they're having. 6 points from 2 games. Who would have said that after 2 matches, eh? Really would shock Huddersfield supporters. Hope to have a great season. I hope to stay up because it'd be a great fairy tale, It's like Leicester won the league, Huddersfield stay in the Premier League. This makes me amazing. As for Newcastle, if they don't bring any quality players in, that team is going down. It's a bang average Championship team. Ralph Medina said it really best in it. They're not good enough they're too good for the Championship, not good enough for the Premier League. So they're pretty much right now in the middle of 2 leagues, and they don't bring any quality players in. That team is going down. They have got no quality at all. Dwight Gale looks isolated up front. Perez, I said when we got relegated, he should have been sold. There's not many players that for me need to be sold, and Ralph is not happy, he's frustrated, McArthur's not putting any money in. The fact of the matter is, and I'm going to make this up right now, the fact that Huddersfield Town has spent more money in the transfer window than Newcastle United is a fucking joke, and it's an absolute laughable disgrace. Because Newcastle United get 52,000 a week. That's all including the away support they get. I know they're playing the Championship last season, but I'm making a bloody point. Huddersfield Town, who I think average attendance last season at home was around about 18,000. 18,000, and they spent more money than Newcastle. I don't get that in my head, that's ridiculous to say the least, but that just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And he said, oh Rafa, you're 100 mil, you have 70 to 100 mil to spend. Alright, where the fuck's the money? I tell you where the money is. You don't put your money into transfers, you put the club's money in transfers. So let's say for instance the money that Newcastle had in terms of, forget McArthur's money, the club's money, 40 million probably going here, the club's money. It's just all confusion, it's more anxiety with the club again. And yeah, pretty much if they don't bring any players in, they're going down. Speaking of teams looks like going down, is Bournemouth. Not a great start for them. 2-0 defeat to Watford, and this is a game I thought they won, but they didn't play Defoe. I know there's no speculation Defoe isn't fit. I don't care. I would rather have a not fit Defoe than no one to put than some player who doesn't like Fobe, who I don't really rate. Actually, I don't think I think he's a championship player, Fobe. And for me, I just look at this team for Bournemouth. Yeah, they got great into the passing, but it comes down to the nitty gritty. They struggle. And Watford were phenomenal. I mean, I tipped them to go down. I'm now, as it stands right now, regretting making that, saying they're going to go down. But look, it's a long way to go season. They always have a good start to season, Watford. Great win for them. Great goal from Capu. He is now finding a new dimension to his game of scoring goals. Also, with Carlson, the new signing, they signed for the Brazilian player. He looks like a decent player and a really good signing. Marco Silva is having. Somebody said he was the worst manager of all time. If you ever said that, you're a fucking idiot. He's been a sensational manager. He almost kept Hull up last season. He's doing a really good job Watford so far. They're doing well so far. And last game to talk about is Burnley West Brom. Nothing to talk about this game other than West Brom win. The guy who scored the goal, Robson Canyon, he got sent off. It was a terrible game. West Brom doing well. They're now third in the league. Burnley, same old problem really. You win one game, you lose one game. Is that going to be where they are this season? Looks so. So guys, let's look at the Premier League table. Manchester United top of the league with 6 points. Huddersfield second. Dallas, West Brom, Watford, Liverpool, Southampton. Man City and Everton play tonight, so it may be an interesting match who wins between those two teams. But they're Man City are 7th. Then it's Leicester, then Tottenham, then Everton. Then the bottom 10, it's Arsenal, Chelsea, Burnley, Stoke, Swansea, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Brighton, Crystal Palace and West Ham. That is the Premier League table for this week. So guys, let's move on to the Bundesliga. And the Bundesliga this weekend, Bayern Munich left the German champions just go at their own pace really. Beat Leverkusen 3-1, but it wasn't an easy win for them because yes they won. Yes they were 2-0 up thanks to two decent finishes. One from the new signing from Leon, he looks so decent signing. He looks like a really good player. And the other player scored as well. Also, they were 2-0 up in this game at half time. Then they had a delay with the weather, which was downpour. Had to wait about 10 to 20 minutes for that to clear up. Then Bayer Leverkusen played well in this game. And in bits they looked good, but they looked like a team who, for me, lacked creativity. I know they scored a goal in this game, but for me, I just look at Leverkusen's team. I know they sold Charon Ugly and Javi Hernandez, but those two are massive misses because I think they scored a lot of goals last season. And they need to bring in a decent striker who can put the ball in the net for me, Leverkusen. I don't think the guy who can do it right now will do it for them. Bailey looks a decent player from he had a really good game against Bayern Munich. But then Bayern Munich's superiority came over. The third goal from Bayern Munich was a penalty from Lewandowski. He scored and was a penalty thanks to VAR, which is down in the Bundesliga. And so far it's been, I've only done one match, but it worked. VAR is working. Maybe the Premier League will have that very soon. And yeah, he stepped up 3-0. A phenomenal finish from one of the Leverkusen players. Smashed in the top corner. Probably one of the goals of the day. Yeah, phenomenal finish. 3-1 win for Bayern Munich. They leave off where they left off. But not top of the league. That goes to Borussia Dortmund, who humiliated Wolfsburg 3-0. Comfortable win for them. Thanks to VAR as well for that. They had, I think, had one of the goals for Leverkusen. For Dortmund. So yeah, Dortmund. I know it's only one match, but Boss gets his first win as British Dortmund manager. They beat a very poor Wolfsburg team who looks like they're going to be fighting for relegation this season. And yeah, decent start for the new man. Schalke beat Leipzig 2-0. This was a shock win for Schalke, because Leipzig were one of the best away teams in the Bundesliga last season. And yeah, Schalke, who I tipped to do well this season, good one for them. Not playing in Europe, which actually be a good thing for them, because they sort of, for me, need this a season to just, new Europe, just focus on the league and try and get that team better. I've been doing a good year this year, Leipzig. It's a good season, Schalke. As for Leipzig, they didn't really play well in this game. I thought Keita didn't look like, maybe he's not happy because he didn't go to Liverpool, but he didn't look like he didn't look like himself for me. Timo Werner had a couple of shots, but he didn't look himself. I know it's only one match, probably teams have to just get more consistent and get match fit and all that stuff, but yeah, good one for Schalke. Hoffenheim get 1-0 win against Werder Bremen. Good win for Hoffenheim, after their defeat in the Champions League playoff to Liverpool. First leg, when they should have been 1-0 up thanks to Kramaric with the ball and made a better finish of it for penalty. They may have actually got something, they got a draw or something, but it's going to be interesting what they do in the second leg. Good win for them to kick off the season against Werder Bremen, who are going to have a really good season this year and actually played really well in this game. Hoffenheim, can they consistently get Champions League this season, get top 4 again? It's going to be really difficult for them, but they're in there. Hats off to New Hanover, who get their first win of this Bundesliga, get back in the Bundesliga. Good win for them against Mainz, massive win. Yeah, really happy for new promoted Hanover. So guys, let's look at the Bundesliga table where Borussia Dortmund top it. Bayern Munich are second, Hertha are third, Schalke are fourth, Hanover fifth, Gladbach are sixth, Hamburg, Hoffenheim, Frankfurt and Freiburg round up the top 10. Then the bottom teams, it is Augsburg, Cologne, Mainz, Werder Bremen, Leverkusen, Leipzig, Stuttgart and Wolfsburg. That is your Bundesliga table for the first game of the season. Now guys, let's move on to La Liga. And in La Liga, Real Madrid kick off with a 3-0 win against Deportivo La Coruña. And after saying this game, Sergio Ramos is an idiot because he keeps getting himself sent off. And when you're winning the game 3-0, what's the point of doing stupid things? Sergio Ramos does it again. I don't get the man. This is a man who's won countless trophies. He's played for Real Madrid. I knew that. I just don't get the guy. It's just unbelievable. Think to yourself, why is this guy? He's the captain of Real Madrid and he doesn't know any better. It's just unbelievable. So yeah, good win for Real Madrid. Gareth Bale got a goal, a couple of our goals from Cambiasso and some more. I don't know who scored the third goal. I think it was Benz maybe. So yeah, good start to season for Real Madrid. They like the team to beat. Barcelona without Neymar, and with no Neymar, who's now at Paris Saint-Germain, and Suarez there for looks like a couple of weeks. But it's all down to Messi, and they did enough to beat Real Betis 2-0, but Barcelona, they don't look like the Barcelona that they were. I understand Neymar's going to be a massive miss to that team, definitely, and also Suarez wasn't playing, so he's a massive miss. But Messi didn't look like himself. He looked like a guy who's just looking over his shoulders thinking, why am I still here? Maybe there's no speculation he's like Manchester City for the past couple of weeks. I don't think Barcelona not sell two of their best assets. No chance in hell. You'll never sell Messi. But he just looked like a guy who he looked lost in that. Pretty much, he hit the fucking post, crossbar. He had every type of woodwork you can think of in that match, because I actually fell for him. But yeah, they done enough to win. Sergio Roberto scored the second goal, an own goal from the first goal. Done enough to win against Real Betis. Real Betis didn't really look had any quality to them. They had one chance, but Mascherano made a really good attack, made a good clearance. So yeah, Messi just looked lost really. I know it's only one game, but he didn't look himself, is what I'm looking for. But they get a decent win to kick off the season. As for Atletico Madrid, who had an interesting game as well against newly promoted Granola, I think it's called. Yeah, 2-2. But that's not the full story. Sergio, 2-2. They were 2-0 down in this game, and they were a man down on this game. And their best player, main man, Griezmann, got 2 yellow cards, one for according to our one for Dave, when he was off, then you had to give credit to Livingston for the character coming back in the game because they were 2-0 down and a man down, not like West Ham, but way better than West Ham defensively. And yeah, good comeback from Atletico Madrid, and they get a point. You feel sorry for the new opponent team, but you're playing against quality opposition. You're tuning up, you man up. You should park the bus and at least shut up shop and get the win. But they done enough Atletico Madrid to get a point, but didn't look right. Atletico Madrid, they look like a team that just needed a couple more games to get under the belt and see where they are. But a point's a point. You want to get points on the board in the first 4 or 5 matches. And yeah, decent point for them. Espanyol drew against Sevilla, 1 apiece. Goals in the game from Sevilla. The first goal, which I have to say is clamorous defending. It's only where I saw forward, and then the guy from Sevilla puts it in the net. And then one of the Espanyol players puts it in the net. He had a really good game. The number 11 for Espanyol, I forget his name. I think it's Leo Batistao, I think his name is. He played really well in this game. And yeah, decent goal, 1 apiece. Both teams got points. Sevilla, new manager this season with their other manager now took the Argentina job. So it's going to be very interesting how they do this. And the last game is Real Sociedad. Win a cracking game against Celta Vigo. Really good game. Real Sociedad had a really good season last year. Can they fight for those Champions League places this season? They kick off with a really good one. It was a cracking game. It could have been any scoreline. It could have been a 4-4. It could have been 5-4. It could have been any. Really good win for Real Sociedad. And yeah, Celta Vigo will be under a new manager because their manager is now at Sevilla. What can they do? Can they, challenge for the European spots this year or get a top 5, top 6 finish? So guys, let's look at the La Liga table where Real Madrid top it, Barcelona are second, Real Sociedad third, Leganés fourth, Valencia fifth, Atletico Madrid, Granada, Espanyol, Sevilla, Liga right up the top 10. Then the bottom is Getafe, Eibar, Levante, Malaga, Villarreal, and haven't played yet, they all played today. Celta Vigo, Alves, Las Palmas, Real Betis and Deportivo. We're now the first games of the new season in La Liga. So guys, let's move on to Serie A. And Serie A, Juventus kick off where they just left off. They get a 3-0 win against Cagliari. Was a lot of interesting things happening in this game. Where Juventus scored goals again. What do you expect? Cagliari they did have a penalty. And they missed it. What the hell, man? So yeah, missed the penalty. They could have got something from that. They could have got a goal, and actually that man, I think it was 2-0 at the time. So they could have easily got back in the game. Cagliari, they missed the penalty. But yeah, you got this. A lot of speculation that there's a lot of friction going on in that team. But like some Chelsea, just put it down, get the points, and get on with it. Yeah, newly promoted Verona get smashed by my favourites to win the league this year in Napoli, who've got so much quality, Mertens and the new signing they brought in. Also, Milik got a goal, who's really happy for him after coming back from his major injury he had last season. Verona got back in the game from a penalty. The guy who put it in, Pazzini, I think his name is, he put in 3-1. Good result for, again, just like, you just want to get points on the board. Napoli get a good win away against a really tough, tricky opponent. They're only promoted, their teams are going to be up. So yeah, good win for Napoli. Roma get a 1-0 win against Atalanta. Wasn't a great game. They just done enough to win. AC Milan, the new AC Milan team, looks a team. They were all over Crotone. It could have been 5 or 6 if they wanted AC Milan. For me, the player who was a standout was Çalhanoğlu. He was untouchable in this game. He was putting on some unbelievable balls. He was sensational. Crotone just, when you're playing as one of the best, I think one of the best teams in Serie A this season. AC Milan, you could say are looking to favour for Scudetto. I don't think they will. If they get the Champions League, I think that's a stepping stone for them. But yeah, AC Milan not the real deal so far. Good win for them. And their arch rivals Inter Milan get also a 3-0 win against Fiorentina. 2 goals from who you think? Icardi, back at it again, new season. He puts it in the net. And yeah, he's having a really good start to the season. A good win for them. And last game is Lazio versus new promoted Splat. Wasn't a great game. Lacked quality, lacked creativity. Yeah, no written over really. So guys, this is the Serie A table where AC Milan top it with their arch rivals Inter second, Juventus third, Napoli, Chievo, Sampdoria and Roma all got wins, all get 3 points. Roma, Torino, Bologna and Genoa run out the top 10. The bottom is Lazio, Sassuolo, Beneventuro, Udinese, Atalanta, Verona, Cagliari, Crotone and Fiorentina. There's your first games, first points and where your team is in the league for the first game of this season in Serie A. Now we move on to League Earn. And when League Earn, PSG put 6 past Toulouse and put them top of the league, and Neymar was unbelievable. Oh, he was sensational. And I'll tell you one thing, this is going to suit him down to earth, this league, because there's one thing that League Earn is, it's a skillful league, and this guy can pull out tricks and flicks like anyone. He's going to walk through this league, because he just is his Neymar, for God's sake. And yeah, great win for them. They look a really good team this season. They look like they want to do well in the Champions League. They also, try and walk the league Earn tail. They should walk it because they got the best squad in Europe, you could say. So yeah, Neymar was outstanding. He got 2 goals and a couple of assists in this match. Pastore scored an absolute screamer of a goal. But you have to give credit to Toulouse. PSG had a man sent off from Verratti, and then they got a decent couple of goals. They got a goal from a header, got a goal from a corner, and then the first goal as well. But yeah, the quality of Paris Saint-Germain through Cavani got a penalty and scored. So they did enough PSG to win against a Toulouse side who looked like shaky at the back. And yeah, good win for them. They topped the league after 3 games. Lyon drew 3-3 in a cracking game against Bordeaux. What a game this was! Goals left, right, and centre. It could have been any scoreline. But you could say a point was the best for both teams. I think it was. And yeah, Lyon, their 100% win ratio is gone. That now puts them on 7 points. Bordeaux, 5 points for them. They had a decent start. The champions Monaco get a 1-0 win against Metz. They just did enough. And Falcao looks a completely different player to the player he played, the team he played for Chelsea. And also for Manchester United. He looks a completely different player. He looks like a guy just every single time he gets the ball, you just know he's going to score. You just know he's going to put the ball in the net because he looks as confident as I've ever seen him. He looks like actually a player. I know because it's League Earn, but he looks like back to the Atletico Madrid, the Porto days where he was just menacing, one of the best strikers in the world. And yeah, I'm really happy for Falcao because I think he's a really good player. I just think he had injuries at Chelsea and injuries at Manchester United. He wasn't getting much fitness. And I'm really happy for him at Monaco, and he's definitely feasting that league. Marseille get a 1-1 draw. He just didn't do enough, Marseille, to win the game against Algiers. He didn't do enough to win the game. I thought in bits, Turban again looked the only good player they had in the team. He was doing bit of quality. Payet, he's not at it, man. He looks like the Payet that Marseille tried to sell. Really, he doesn't look interested again. And people say I think Payet is a good player, but he's not a player. He's not top quality because he doesn't do enough in games. And for me, that's the reason why I feel like West Ham. I said when he was at West Ham, you're going to see the best of Payet when he's not playing well. When he's not playing, when the West Ham team is not playing well, and Marseille team is not playing well, you need someone to step up. He doesn't do it. And for me, I just feel like Turban this season is going to be a massive player for them this year. And yeah, they didn't do enough Marseille to win the game, but a draw was probably a fair result. And the last game is Saint Etienne, who are absolutely phenomenal this season. So far, 3 wins, 9 points, 0 goals conceded. They're having a crack start to the season and they beat Liverpool Amiens. It didn't really, it looks like the welcome to the league. Amiens, going to be difficult for you guys. No points so far, -7 goal difference, bottom of the league. Looks like it's going to be a long season for them unless they buy a striker in before the transfer window over. Obviously, Etienne, yeah, they're a great start to the season. I think this has been their best start for a very long time since I think maybe they won the league. I don't think they're going to win the league title at the end, but they're having a really good start. Okay, guys, let's look at the League Earn table where PSG top it. Mars with 9 points. Monaco and Saint Etienne join them on 9 points. Then it's Lyon, Marseille, Bordeaux, Auxerre, Troyes, Montpellier. Then the bottom 10 is Strasbourg, Nice, Cannes, Lille, Gandop, Nantes, Toulouse, Rennes, Dijon, Metz, and newly promoted Amiens. Round up the Ligue 1 table for week 3. So guys, that's the end of the football impact from this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you're having a fantastic day and just go out and do what you want to do. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and outro.